to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, fourth down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Oh, what a cut! And good blocking in space out there to give them enough room to pick up the first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Arkansas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got out of the room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught in the backfield. It's Brock. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off-play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable.
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip up.
There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
A first down run in the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Touchdown, Florida! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Gators with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Dropping back, it's Blunt. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gig. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He's got it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Blunt. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Gator! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 16 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Snags it over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. And the Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice.
He's got it along the sideline, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking for a man. It's Blunt. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The RPO, it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock, just physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Castro. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Blunt. Here comes the heat. On his feet at the 40. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the... And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. On target to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brock. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Spins away. Turning it on. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown Razorbacks.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass. It's Blunt. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. He's going for it all. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got him downfield. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Finds his man down the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
And the Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Blunt. Finds the tight end. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Gators will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. On the ground, it's Tootin. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Getting set for the point after.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Run in the red zone. It's Tootin. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here on third down for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Blunt. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Red pass is complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll keep it himself. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong. Put up some...
Right down the gut of the field. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
And they did tack on the extra point. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got the quick pass. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the running back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll ride the hot hand. The stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows. He's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Running into the open space.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity of this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over.
Takes the handoff. It's Tootin. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the single back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here we go. Back to throw, it's Blunt. Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looking for a push on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the 1st on the ground like that. We're in a 1-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning in here to save some clock.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Past the 1st down marker and still running. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit, and it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Hit as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. So now it's 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Works the middle. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Picked off. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Gators headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Blunt. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, these two have linked up for multiple touchdowns in this game. They had the look they liked. They're licking their chops, taking a shot down the field. We haven't seen too many incompletions when these guys have been trying to play throw and catch.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him down at the 38 after the 15-yard gain. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him.
Looking for the end zone. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just threw that one way too far.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball.
Throws toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the 4th quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking.
He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.